Hey there, Ash here from Really Fit with a HIIT workout for you that can or cannot include weights. I'm going to be using weights for my first two exercises, but you don't have to do this. So if you just want to go body weight today, you are still going to feel it and you're going to be sweaty. Okay, so I'm going to do a 3-minute warm up, and then after that, we have 6 exercises that we're going to be doing for 50 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 4 times through. So including this warm up right here, I only have you for 27 minutes of work and then a quick stretch. So I'm going to stop talking now, we're going to get going, and I'll show you the exercises when we get there. Okay, so let's get going with your jump rope. Remember, you can simulate this, do whatever you want as long as you're moving. Do not skip the warm up. This is very important, okay? And 4, 3, 2, and begin. As much as you'd like to just rush through sometimes, I would rather you do a warm-up and a cool-down and shorten your workout than skip the warm-up and cool-down, because they are essential. So we're going to work through the beats here on the warm-up. So that means in total you'll actually only be going for 2 minutes and 50 seconds. And then we have 50 seconds to get set up, 10 seconds to get set up for our first exercise. Hopefully you can see me well today. It looks like the light's okay, but it's a bit rainy out. Sometimes it's darker when it's raining. All right, that's your first minute. Make sure you're moving fast here. And if you're not doing jump rope, I want you doing something that involves your arms, so that, especially if you're using those weights, your arms are ready to rock and they're warm as well. I can already feel the heart rate and hear the breathing rate going up, which is good. Be nice and light on those feet, abs engaged. Start engaging those already. So that's 2 minutes. We have 50 seconds to go. Moving up a bit too close. My head's probably popping out of the camera. Ow! Oh, right in between the toes. Ooh, that hurts. Let's keep that heart rate going as much as we can for the remainder of your warm up here. All right, so I'm going to put that off to the side. We have 10 seconds before we begin. If you are using weights, I want you to grab them. And we're going to be doing lunges. So we're going to do forward lunges, stepping forward and then coming back. Making sure that you're taking your time to ensure that your body is staying upright, so shoulder blades are retracted. Okay, your shoulders stay directly over top of your hips, not leaning forward. Use your core strength here. And then we're going down nice and low with both legs so that your knees are bent 90 degrees. Let's get nice and low here. Take your time. And if this bothers your knees at all, I would say, first of all, don't use weights. And you're good right there. Second of all, maybe go backwards. It's a little bit lighter on the knees. And then if not, do squats instead. Listen to your body. Now we only have one weight in front of the chest. Feet are together. Let's step over, step back. Step over, back to the center. So right away, you're going to notice I'm I'm staying down low. I want you to stay down low as well. I want you to retract your shoulder blades together. So squeeze your shoulder blades. Keep your chest up, keep your bum down, keep your back as flat as possible. So we're just going over a little bit. This is going to work the inside of your thighs as well as the outside of your butt. Stay looking up. Are you squeezing your shoulder blades together? If you're getting tired here, you're getting sloppy, and I don't want a sloppy form. I'd rather you stop, take a break, come back and resume, and you can keep a nice flat back and those shoulder blades squeezing together. And we're good right there. Okay, next one is side lying leg raise. So we're gonna come down to the side, resting your head on top of your hand. And we're gonna take your top leg out in front, and bottom leg's bent, toes pointing down. Now we're gonna lift and drop. So my leg is just kind of on a 45-degree angle here. My toes are pointing down. Both hips are stacked directly one on top of the other. You're gonna feel this nice and good and the outside of your butt. You're gonna notice a theme going on here today with the outside and the middle of your butt. Keep that toe pointing down. Control it going up. Control it going back down. Don't let it fly down. Keep pointing that toe down. Keep one hip directly over top of the next. I really want you to control this. So the less you move your upper body, the better. Notice where this top hip is. Is it directly over top of the other hip? We're done that. Now we gotta switch sides. Okay, so bend that bottom leg. Take the top leg on a 45-degree angle and lift. So, already feeling the outside of my butt, watching my form, making sure that this hip stuck directly over top of the other, toe is pointing down. It's not about speed here, okay? Like I always say, quality over quantity. Yes, we're timing things. You want to get the most out of that within that time, but it does not mean that you want to have sloppy form and sloppy exercises while doing so, because you're not going to get a lot out of it and you're going to injure yourself. But keep that leg on the 45 degrees as much as you can. Pull those abs in. Feel the outside of your butt. Feel it contract as you lift. Go as high as you can. And we are good. Now we're going to flip over to the back. Feet are separated hip distance apart. And we're going to do a bridge pose here. So I want you guys to lift your hips up towards the ceiling. We're going to hold it up as high as you can. Knees pointing forward. And we're just going to hold it here, squeezing the butt cheeks. So squeeze them together. You can even release and squeeze. The most important thing here is that you are piking your hips up as high as you possibly can. So not only is this going to work your abs more and throw more blood towards that thyroid, which is going to stimulate your metabolism, but also we are going to eliminate any tension through the hips and really feel that through the butt. So I'm squeezing and releasing, squeezing and releasing, making sure you're breathing. Make sure those knees aren't falling in. Want them nice and straight, and we are good. Okay, now we're going to finish off with dead bug. So I want you guys to lift your knees up over top of your hips. We're going to take your arms up, and then as one leg goes out, the opposite arm comes behind, and then bring it in. So inhale out. While you're doing this, the whole time, not 1 second less, you're going to maintain contact in the ground with your lower back. You can leave your head on the ground as well, but keep squeezing, keep squeezing. So opposite hand to opposite leg, keep squeezing those abs in. Exhale as you go out. Keep pushing your lower back in towards the ground. This is the most important thing here. If you want to go more advanced, you can take both out at the same time and then bring them in. Both out on the inhale. Exhale, bring it in. And we're good. Whew, okay, so that was number 6. We're going back to the beginning again. Yep, with your lunges. So we're going to go forward lunges and begin. So keep your shoulder blades together. Let's come on down. Bending both legs, 90 degrees. Taking your time there, feeling the legs, feeling the butt. Breathing. Where are the shoulders? Are they in line with those hips? Where are the shoulder blades? Are they squeezing together? Chest is proud. Get down nice and low as your knees will comfortably take you. And we're good. Whenever you're stepping forward, make sure that your knee's not falling in. You want it nice and straight. Now one weight goes down, one weight stays in your hand, come down low, and then we step over. So just small little steps off to the side. Form is key here. So look up, keep your chest up, keep your abs engaged, shoulder blades retracted, keep them together, squeezing them. Doesn't look like much, but it works. It works. I did it the other day, and my butt was working, and I could feel it the next couple days. Stay down low. So yeah, you'll see me bouncing a bit, but I'm not bouncing up. Only way you're gonna come up in between is if you need a posture break. Your lower back is bothering you, but it's also a cue. You need to squeeze your shoulder blades together. And we're good. All right. So down onto the side again. Bottom knee is bent, top leg is straight, toes are pointing down, one hip stacked directly over top of the next, and let's begin. Put your hand there, feel your butt contract. Feel that bum contract, yes. Even the abs, pull the front of your abs in. Keep everything engaged, and really controlled movements. Quality over quantity. I'm already sweating. We have 12 seconds left. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're good. Oh yeah, feel that. Next side, flip over. Bend the bottom leg, straighten out that top leg, off to the side, and lift. This, whoops. Watch those hips. Make sure that you're not falling back every time you lift that leg, okay? So you want your hips to stay stable, no movement, controlled, which means that even if you get your leg like halfway up, that's fine. I don't care how high it goes. I want you to go as high as you can, but with controlled movement. Keep that toe pointing down. Pull those abs in. Stay controlled. And we're good. All right, so back into the bridge pose. I really felt this last time, but that's because I was putting my mind in the muscle. I want you to do the same. So you're going to lift your hips. We're going to focus on, right now, starting to squeeze and release. Piking your hips up as high as you can. Good, big squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Don't let those hips fall. Very important. Squeeze them. Once again, going slow and controlled. Keep those hips up so you don't have any bend in the hips here. They're nice and straight, nice and flat. Knees are straight. And we're good. All right, into the dead bug. So remember, you have options. You can lift your head. You can leave it on the ground. We're going to start like this. So dead bug, positioning to start. Flush your lower back into the ground. And now opposite leg to opposite arm. Slow and controlled. If you want to go both legs and arms at the same time, that is awesome. If you want to just do your arms, a little bit more of an easier move. If you're a beginner, take that. And modify, do both. No matter what you do, pick your poison so that you can keep your lower back on the ground. If you arch, you lose ab work. It becomes hip flexor work. Keep your back on the ground. Super important. Do not forget this. And we're good. All right, feeling good. Sweaty, but not too sweaty, because I'll still have to shower, but maybe not wash my hair, which will be fantastic. And then let's start lunging again. I feel like sometimes, I love sweating, don't get me wrong. Sweating is the best, it makes me feel alive. But sometimes, when you sweat so much that every single time you work out, you need to wash your hair, it's a disgusting mess. It can get annoying, so once in a while, getting sweaty is okay. Hair's still wet, but sometimes I'm soaked, as you've probably seen. Today won't be a soak day, it'll just be a sweaty day. Watch those knees, like I said last time. Make sure that your knee is stacked over top of your ankle. The knee is pointing straight, it's not falling in. And we're good. All right, one weight goes down. If this bothers your back at all, I want you to do it without a weight, if you've been trying a weight. Now, before you even come down, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Now sink down, and let's go side to side. Side to side, we have 30 seconds left. Come on, staying down low, keeping those knees pointing straight, shoulder blades together. Come up in between if you need a posture break. Your lower back's getting sore or tired, and you can't keep those shoulder blades together. Gives you a moment to readjust. We have 10 seconds. And we're good. All right, come on down for the side lying pose. Right here, 3, 2, 1, and begin. Notice your heart rate. Put your thumb on the outside of your Adam's apple. Yeah, feel your heart going. It's pretty awesome. Burning calories. Seconds. Keep those hips stacked. Notice the outside of your butt working. You only have 8 seconds to go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're good. Okay. Next side. Take that leg out, bottom leg's bent. Hips are stacked, toes are down, and let's lift. So after this, we only have one more set left. Still trying to get it up as high as I can, but with control. Keep those abs engaged. Feel the outside of your butt. Nice squeeze. Nice squeeze. Woo. Wow, that burns. That burns. All right, bridge pose. Heels out. Head distance apart. Lift those hips up, and then let's squeeze. Are your hips piped up as high as you can? If you're down here, you're barely getting anything out of this. Lift your hips right up. Squeeze your butt cheeks together and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Really feeling that one. Awesome. Okay, so let's get set up immediately for your dead bug pose, which means that you're going to flush your lower back into the ground right away before you even lift anything. Now you can lift it up, and then let's alternate. Notice my breathing. I exhale as I take it out. If I was doing both at the same time though, I'd be inhaling here and then exhaling as I bring it in. But if I'm alternating, I want you to exhale and then bring it in. Watch the back. You should be able to hold something under the small of your back. And it stays there, it does not move, because you do not arch. Remember, you can alternate here, which I'm doing. And we're good. All right. Woo! Last set. 6 minutes to go. Just realized I forgot to bring water down and I'm very thirsty. Okay. Lunges. And again. Shoulder blades together. Nice, proud chest. Knees pointing forward. Abs pulled in tight. Watch your form, guys. Watch your form. Feeling this. Feeling this in my butt and the cardio. All right, and obviously the legs. So, small little side-to-side steps, working here, sit down low, back is flat, squeeze your shoulder blades together the whole time. Go on a nice neutral back. So separate, feet together. Separate, feet together. Staying down as low as you can, keeping your knees pointing straight, and then your knees back behind the toes. Once again, don't get sloppy as you get tired. I'd rather you come up for a break and then come back down again. We're halfway there. We have 6 seconds to go. Feeling this burn. I'm gonna stay down. I can still squeeze my shoulder blades together. Ow, and we're good. Okay. Side lying pose. And let's lift. I don't give you much time to go between one to the next. I really want you pushing here. Abs engaged, so they're flat. It's gonna help you not twist your hips. Remember, you don't want your hips coming back. If you're going so high that your hips are coming back, you're eliminating this exercise and you're wasting your time. I want you to keep your hips stacked one on top of the next. Feel the outside of your butt working. Should almost feel like your leg is becoming heavy or getting a Charlie horse through the butt. Three, 2, 1, and that is really challenging for me. Wow. All right, next side. So working this is phenomenal, obviously, for your butt. That's where we feel it, but it's also an extremely supportive muscle for your back. So anybody that has low back pain, This is an excellent exercise to do and one to continue coming back to. So make sure that you keep this one in mind. Even though it burns, it works. We're shaping your butt, we're strengthening your butt, and we're giving a lot of support to the lower back. Keep those hips stacked. I'm putting my hand here so I can feel that contraction. That's what I'm going for. And we're good. All right, bridge poses. Whew. Oh yeah, I'm sweaty. This is good. I even kept my sweater on so I sweat a little bit more. All right, bridge. Lift those hips up high, 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 and squeeze. Squeeze. Remember, the higher you can, the better it is for you. So get them up. Putting my hands here so I can feel that butt squeeze. I can really feel my right, but I'm just making sure I'm making that awareness on my left side as well, my not dominant side. Come on, pike a little bit higher, squeeze a little tighter, and we are good. We are finishing off the last exercise now. We only got dead bug pose, so let's flush that back down. Get the knees up, get the hands up. And let's go. Actually, I'm going to start with the harder one. Inhale out. Keeping that lower back on the ground. Come on, flushing it down as much as you can. Push, 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 push. Remember, you can take modifications here. Obviously, you want it to work, you want it to be challenging, but at the same time, you want to be able to keep that lower back on the ground. Oof. And we are done. All right, I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to do a quick stretch with you guys. Ooh, I can feel sweat dripping down my chest. All right, so let's bring the knees in towards the chest. Gently rock from left to right. Wrap your arms around them. Just massaging that lower back. Now I want you to keep your left knee tucked in. Take your right leg all the way out onto the ground. I want you to anchor it by pushing through your heel. Now squeeze this left leg in until you feel that pinch in the front of your hip. Keep the shoulder blades on the ground. Retracted. Keep the abs in tight. Now I want you to take your right hand over your left knee, left arm goes out, and then let's exhale into a spinal twist. So shoulder blades stay on the ground, knee comes over. So left knee goes over towards the right, face goes over towards the left hand, looking past those fingertips. And then let's come back to center. Wrap your arms around both legs. Just gently rock from left to right again. Now we're going to keep that right knee tucked in. Take your left leg out. Stretching is important. Do not skip this. Okay, now big squeeze right here. Anchor that left foot on the ground. Push to your heel. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and keep them in contact with the ground. Now you're going to take your right arm out. Use your left arm to pull that right leg across your body. Keep the shoulder blades in contact with the mat. And then look out past that right hand. And then let's come back up to center. Wrap both arms around, draw your nose up towards your knees this time, and then we're gonna roll forward and back, keeping your chin tucked in towards your chest, massaging that back until you come up to a seated position. Now let's stretch out the hamstrings. So I like to take my hands underneath your calves, but I mean, you can do whatever you want here. You can keep your knees bent. You can wrap both fingers, your peace fingers around your big toe, and then draw your nose down towards your knee. So really just do what works best for you, but don't force it. And don't make it painful, but make it so you can feel it. You want to feel that deep stretch. And now let's come on up. Let's go over to the knees. Stretch out the hip flexor. So right leg is far enough in front that the knee is not going past the toe. Left leg is behind, left arm goes up. This is going to be our last stretch, okay? So we're almost done. We're almost there. So, like I said before, this one wasn't a super sweaty one. I'm still sweating, but it is going to be effective. Like if you really put your mind in your muscle here and you stay down low, you kept good form, you're going to feel like your butt like crazy in the next couple days. It's going to be awesome. And switch sides here if you didn't notice I did. And then let's come on up around the shoulders. Give yourselves a hand. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Let me know how much you felt this burn. It was a crazy burn for me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again soon.